Ba, 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 ba. Test, test. Hi, everyone. I'm Eepy. I'm a little Eepy. But hello, everyone. It's the start to a new week. And as always, we'll start in a little bit. I just need to smack myself awake a little bit. Oh no, actually, give me a couple more minutes. I just got a work text. It's after hours, but I gotta answer it. So give me a couple minutes, and then we'll start. Okie dokie, I'm back. Still waiting on some text, but let's just get started. I think that helped with some of the nerves that I had because I was kind of nervous for a just chatting stream and I was a little flustered, but now that like things are mostly handled, I'm like, okay, now I can focus on streaming. Woo! But I'm still waiting on a text, so hopefully I won't get a text that won't be like, sorry, can't cover, because then that means I have to cover. But hello, C-May. Good morning, good morning. I just started. I had to like handle some work stuff just now, but yeah. Yeah, so on the docket for today, I was like looking up so many, I guess, advice, tips on like how to do a just chatting stream because I feel like a lot of my art streams and even some of my gaming streams would just naturally turn into just chatting streams. And it's cool because I could just start out and like, you know, focus on my art and just talk about like, oh yeah, I'm drawing a circle and I'm using these colors, blah blah blah. And then that would just naturally lead into a just chatting stream somehow. Like someone would mention something and I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna stop drawing because I want to talk about this, which is great. But in terms of like actually starting and just keeping it as a just chatting, this is my first time doing it. So I was like a little nervous. Hi Kurakata, hello, hello. We just started. Had to handle some work stuff. And I might have to step away just for a couple minutes to like resolve some work stuff as well. But yeah, otherwise I was just talking about like I feel like a lot of my art and gaming streams like start out as art and gaming streams and then they eventually turn into just chatting. But this is the first time I'm like just starting with Azatsu. So I was like, oh man, what do I do if like if no one's here and like I'm just talking to dead air? What do I do then, huh? And I even had like I have like 5 different like backup plans and like I have like a list of like topics to talk about and all of that stuff, but I think having to pause and do the work stuff actually helped in a weird way because now I'm like, all right, let's just focus on stream until I get a text. But yeah, how are y'all doing in chat? How's your day today? I had a pretty short day, like short work day with the exception of like these last minute texts right now, but luckily I only had like a 4-hour day. We just had like a couple of classes and then I went home. No, I didn't go home. I went to a Filipino restaurant today. Which like I don't always get to do because I don't live in an area where it has a lot of Filipino restaurants, and the cool thing about my job is that I get to go to different parts of my city. And like I get to experience like, you know, the different communities that are around. And I just so happened to be at a school that I'm an alumni of. I went to the school. I was trying to like phrase it in like a certain way, but basically I went to a school that like I attended as a kid, and across the street from that school is a Filipino restaurant. And oh my gosh, it was so good. I went there before. I went there like last week, and I got like grilled fish. For those who know bangus, I got grilled bangus. It's like a type of like milk fish, I guess. But how do you say it in English? I'm gonna look it up. Bangus. Yeah, I guess it's just milkfish, but it's really good. So I had grilled fish today, and I ate with a coworker as well. And usually I like after a day of just teaching back to back, I kind of want to like just eat by myself. I feel like I expend a lot of like social energy or social battery when I teach, even though I do love teaching. Um, so like I would have preferred to eat alone, but at the same time, it's one of those things where like afterwards, after eating with my coworker, it was kind of nice. It's one of those things that like after the experience, you're glad you did it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was mostly my day. I taught for about 4 hours, and then I went to go get some Filipino food. Actually, I can probably post up the pic that I took of my food. You never tried Filipino cuisine? Oh man, if you ever get the chance to, I definitely recommend it. Let me see if I can somehow put the picture. You know what? I'll send a picture to my personal Discord. Do you guys have like a personal Discord that you use for like notes and stuff? Like I have a personal Discord server where I just like that's where I write all my streaming notes. That's where I like send art to myself that I want to like post up somewhere. There we go. Send. I want to show you what it looks like. You have one, but you rarely use it. Yeah. It's for me, it's just a nice little like private thing to like organize my notes. I have like notes on streaming. Let me see. Notes on streaming and like a lot of things that I just kind of copy paste. So I'm just saving the image so I can like post it up here. I want to show you guys. Image. There we go. Oh, so big. Okay. Small. Make small. Small. Oh my god, it's still it's still huge. There we go. This was my lunch today. A little bit of rice with grilled fish with little lemon. Let's see, I have to try links because in case they're oh yeah, exactly, to try that kind of stuff. Also try Discord plugins. Ooh. My thoughts are scattered everywhere. I did not judge art. I did not yet. Yeah, you guys like the picture? Yeah, it's fried bangus, fried fish with bubo rice. Yeah, I had it with my coworker. She liked it a lot. I think she's had Filipino food before, but we were just talking about like how every time she tries it, it's always really good. Yeah, let me get back to bangus is so good, but also like because it's a Filipino restaurant and because I'm pescatarian, it was one of the few things I could eat. They also had grilled squid, which I haven't had in a while. I might want to try it the next time I stop by that place. So yeah, going back to what chat was talking about, I'm not too familiar with too many Discord plugins. I did try the Discord bot, but it was to test out the Fubuki bot so that you can like post like you get like notifications whenever someone goes live. Ooh, oh yeah, so for today, I was talking about how I was kind of nervous to do like a just chatting stream because I feel like I always start out with some kind of like art or like video game that just transitions into just chatting. So I have all these ideas that I was like, okay, maybe I can like do it like this, but all of it requires at least like a couple people to like to like submit some kind of idea too. But yeah, Mega Bronson. Yeah, so here's one thing that we could do. If you guys type in exclamation point QOTD. There's a prompt for today, and the prompt is basically like, if you guys have like an art piece that you want to like recommend to me, either like professional or famous, or like even your own art, like Mega Bronson, you want to submit 2 pumpkins you colored for an art competition, do so. It's like easier for like professional art because you could just give me the title and I could just Google it. But if you want to, oh no, not there you go, not quote, question of the day. Oh yay, it works. It works. Also, wait, DT Rage. Wait, is that who I think it is? You keep misspelling it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So recommend a piece of art for Hello, DTR Rage. If you know, I should put this in my chat rules. But if you know me, IRL, be careful of which. You can call me BB or you can call me Pow. But if you know me IRL, please call me either of those names and not my actual name. But yeah, so if it's like a famous piece of art, you can just tell me and I'll look it up and I'll Google it. But if it's an art that you personally made, you might have to use, have you guys ever used Imgur? It's IMGUR. I think just Google that. Let me type it here. Imgur. Juan Luna Spolarium, I have seen that. But yeah, for anyone that wants to like show me some art that you personally did or link it, feel free to use Imgur. Or if you have me on Discord, actually Mega Bronson, you could just DM me. But I try to copy what Big Ham does, cause she's one of my inspirations. But she usually uses like Imgur, I think. But yeah, Mega Bronson, you could actually, thinking about it, you could just DM me. But yeah, Juan Luna Spolarium, that could be a good start off. I've seen it before. I've also seen Sushi, have you seen the it wasn't Juan Luna, it was General Luna, the movie. It's huge and you know what? Someone's told me that before. Is it like life size where the like people are, you know, like human sized? Oh my god, Genera Luna, my partner Beans, he like as as much as I talk so much about Filipino culture, like he listens to me. I don't want it to seem like he doesn't listen to me, but like if you were to ask him like anything about Filipino culture, he'd probably just default to like, oh, you could talk to Babinko about that. But I say that because he came with me to watch Genera Luna and he loved it. And it was one of those things where like he wasn't super like well aware of, oh, that image is big. He wasn't super aware of like the history of the Philippines, and that was one of those films that was like that was like, dang, that sucks. That sucks ass. It's like the span of the wall, dang. So everyone, this is Spolarium by Juan Luna. This is a Filipino artist who did this art piece. I haven't seen the sequel. Is that the what's it called? The Boy General? Like Batang General? Is that what it's called? It's about the other general in the Philippine Revolution, right? Oh wait, I want to do the thing where I bounce around in the image. Or would that be disrespectful? I had no problem doing it when it was Hieronymus Bosch, where I would just bounce around on Adam and Eve's head, but now I'm like, is this inappropriate for me to be here? Goyo, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I want to. So this is the thing with like recommending me art, is that I'm not always gonna know the context of it, but in this case, well, I don't 100% know the context of it. Bosch's. Why did Automod? Why are you like this? Yes, Bosch is insane. I get why Automod is like that. It's like you're calling someone insane. But yeah, so this is Spolarium by Juan Luna, Filipino artist who was like active during the time of like the Philippine Revolution. And feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on anything, like anyone in the chat. But he was also brothers with a general, General Luna, the guy who like is in that movie. It's 13. Oh my gosh, 13 by 25. Oh my god. Like, hey Matthew. We're doing a little bit of like just chatting, but also doing this thing where if you either recommend me a piece of famous art or DM me your own art, I will try my best to review it. Actually, yeah, that's big, isn't it? Does this like life size? If I'm like 5 feet IRL, but if we say that Bibinka Bear is 4 feet, like, you sent it in Discord, cool. I'll review it. If I get too many, I might not be able to like review everyone's, but yeah. Yeah, you can DM me, Matthew. You have me on Discord. We've spoken before. Yeah, this is so what we're looking at is like it's supposed to be like from the Roman Colosseum, right? It's like the aftermath of like a Colosseum brawl where like it's the cleanup crew. It's the cleanup crew. If you look at the photo, the guardrails in front are like waist level. Oh my gosh. Waist level, dang. So yeah, like what we're looking at, so these rails, right? I'm bouncing on them. I'm in the crowd. It kind of is fun to like insert myself in the painting. Like imagine just a bear just like, damn, that's some shit. But yeah, this is like the cleanup crew after like a Colosseum fight. They're dragging away the bodies, you know. And like knowing that it's very like the work itself is huge, as Sushi said, like I think that adds a lot to like the drama of it, right? Like it's like you're seeing you know, like the actual kind of like gore and aftermath of everything. But I think context is pretty important. He did paint this during like the Philippine Revolution, where there was a lot of like violence, if not physical, then like, you know, I guess is that the right word? Like implied? Not implied, but it's like stuff that like governmental abuse of like the Filipinos by the Spaniards, all that kind of stuff. I'm the supervisor, yeah. Get to work. You're not dragging fast enough. We have a 3 o'clock. The lines are getting hungry. But yeah, like I think if you just look at this work, the artist does a really good job too with like just highlighting, like compositionally wise and like lighting wise, that your eyes are directed right to this guy. Sorry, I'm on your chest. Excuse me, sir. There we go. So what qualifies as famous art? I guess if it has a Wikipedia article, or if the artist has a Wikipedia article, but you could also just show any art that you've made, like Goreg Washington. I think that's quite a quality piece of art in and of itself, right? But in the background, we also see like over here, you okay, buddy? You okay? I'm patting her on the back. There's like women weeping, or there's people weeping, kind of adding some humanity to like these gladiators who have passed on, because like when you think of like the Colosseum, it's very easy to just see like, you know, winners. It's like a video game, like you kind of get desensitized to the violence that like, you know, like there's a winner and a loser, without really thinking about the fact that like these are human lives, that like they're fighting literally for their life, and by like losing they lose forever. They die. And then this like crying woman, oh no, I'm moving the actual artwork. Like, how do I move myself? There we go. This like crying woman is kind of a reminder. It's almost like a memento mori, but instead of memento mori, it's like not remember that you will die, but this is like remember that this is a living person. If that makes sense, right? This is just my top of my head interpretation. There's probably a lot of context I'm missing out on, but I like this painting a lot too, because if you guys have ever seen a movie called General Luna, I keep mispronouncing it, but I also keep mentioning it. It's the story of like a general who was betrayed by, was he betrayed? Yeah, he was betrayed. That was the whole like climax of the movie. Spoiler alert. But there's a scene in the movie that mirrors this painting that was painted by his brother IRL. So like, it's like a pretty dramatic scene. And like just see, like knowing the context that I just told you, like this whole like remember that like it's living people that are being killed right here. And then seeing it in the context of the movie is very moving because like it's kind of the climax of the movie. Apologies for the spoiler if you were planning on watching it, but because it then leads into like it's not necessarily his death that like leads to a chain reaction of like, well, now the Americans won and now like we belong to the Americans. It's not just his death, but it's kind of like a signal in the movie that like what happens next is that the Philippines, like who had fought so hard for their freedom, are getting it taken away again by the Americans. And that's why I'm radicalized. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's plenty of different reasons why. But yeah, that's a quick and dirty kind of analysis of that. There's a lot I'm missing out on, like the colors. Look at like this guy's wearing red. He's wearing his uniform. I'm gonna bounce on this guy's head. Next to him, red. The guy in the guy that's being dragged away also wearing red. So like it's all meant to direct your eye towards the composition. We literally got sold. Like, quite literally, Spain sold us. I keep saying us. I'm Filipino American. Like, I don't know if I can even claim the us, but like, yeah, the Filipinos were sold to the Americans from like, what is it, 300 years in the convent to 50 years in Hollywood, essentially. So that's some Filipino history for y'all. The quick and dirty of it. Let me catch up on chat. Because I know some of you have sent me. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of DMs on Discord. You actually had an idea of starting an IG and post IRL pics, but with the bears in it. Oh, I'd be down for that. Yeah. There's a Mega Bronson. I think I don't remember if I've ever raided into her, but Big Ham, one of my biggest inspirations as a streamer. She did like a stream lately when she went to Vegas, and she like drew over herself, I think, or she drew herself but her model. So you never see her like physical self, but you only see her as I should probably mention that she's a big yellow hamster. So she drew like just herself as the little yellow hamster in the Vegas picture. So yeah, that's a neat idea. All right, so that was Spolarium. Like I said, that's the quick and dirty. I could do a more dedicated analysis of it, but that's just going off of what I know. Let's see. I found an Instagram profile of a dude that photoshops Paddington. But oh my gosh, there's a Twitter of a guy that photoshops Paddington into like different movies. I've never seen the one with magic cards though. Yeah. So the one that Mega Bronson just said. Yeah. You were in a raid? No worries. Huge got passed around a couple of times. I didn't hear about it. Yeah. It's super fucked up. I also didn't realize it until college. Like, I knew about the Spanish stuff because, like, my last name, if you're talking about the, DT Rage, if you're talking about the Discord with the bears, oh no, it still exists. Hold on. I left a whole bunch of Discords, so, if you're talking about, like, where's the Discord to send me images, you could just DM me. I think you also have me. You have me on Discord. For those who don't know, DT Rage is a IRL friend. So, but yeah, you got an art piece? Alright, send it my way. Yeah, the Philippines going back to Matthew's comment, we definitely got passed around a lot, and like the colonization and the after effects of it are definitely real, but we talked about this. You said you like went into Asian Am. I do want to look at some artwork though, so let's go into. Oh, these are so cute. Let's look at Mega Bronson's pumpkins. Let me save it. There's gotta be a quicker way. These are so cute. Wait, save. You guys know if in OBS I could just copy paste, or do I have to? I probably have to do a new source each time, right? Let me rotate. I forgot how to rotate. Where is it? Look at how cute this is though. can drag in OBS. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, here we go. I have so many sources. It's why didn't it let me rotate? Get rotated. Oh wait, can I? See, this is helping me learn. It's helping me learn. Transform. Transform. Clockwise. Nope. That was mali. Vertical. Horizontal. There we go. There we go. Never get treated as a warmly IRL. I treat you warmly all the fucking time. No, it's gonna be weird for people that don't know, like, how I treat you IRL, that, like, I'm just swearing at this random person who has only rarely been in chat before. Like I said, me and DT Rage are pals IRL, and I I swear at him all the time. I'm not a mean person. Okay, so let me take off my delicious fish. And then copy. Oh, I can't see. Drag. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, the drag worked. Aren't these cute? Alright, what's going on in chat? Whoa, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? We're looking at some cute pumpkins. Always attacked without a damn reason. There's always a reason. Don't see. I'm a little low? Okay, let me... I might have stepped away from the mic, but how's my volume right now? We are pals, DT Rage. We are pals. Alright, so this is Mega Bronson's Cute Pumpkins. What medium is this, Mega Bronson? Is this like this marker? Second place? Ooh. Better? Okay, cool. Cool. Let me actually just put myself a little bit higher. All right, if I start to peak, let me... Oh, I'm getting into the red. I'm getting into the red. There we go. It's 2 years from a Halloween. Oh, it's all done. Highlighters and markers? This is good. This is good. Like, really cool. Like, I would have expected, like, especially with the amount of black in the... Okay, so in the first one... Okay, let me put myself in the picture. There you go. Here we go. I hop on you. Hop. Like, with the amount of black in the first picture, the top one, like, did you run out of ink? Because, like, that looks solid. Like, what I like, though, is that you can see the strokes. You can see the strokes of the marker on it. I think that's one of my favorite things about, oh, good job covering the... I saw the mascot, and I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, good job covering the place, though. That's what I like about traditional art, is that you can kind of see, like, the marks of the medium itself. Like, in this case, marker, you can see the strokes of it. You can imitate that in digital art, but, like, I don't know, it feels like you have to, like, find almost like a dedicated brush to do that. The rocks on the bottom I messed up and colored it all black and taped on brown cardboard. Oh well. No, I like it. Like, I think that's another thing. So I'm starting with the first one. I really like the markings and then also the shading. Did you use a reference? Did you use a reference for the shading? It looks pretty solid. I like that you could, you could see, like, the face is very much illuminated, right? And, like, the stem, I like that it's like green, but it's a green that's closer to red on the color wheel, if that makes sense. So, like, it's a little orange-ish. It has the fall vibes, you know? Meanwhile, the second one, the bottom one that I'm hopping on right now, it reminds me... Let me know if this was intentional, but you know the scene in The Little Mermaid where Ariel comes out of the water on the rocks and she has, like, the water like splashing behind her, and I was about to say a whole new world. It's not a whole new world, but like, what does she sing, or what does she say when she's like, you know the scene I'm talking about, where it's like super dramatic. Whenever I go to art shows, that's what I do. I like to look at the paint strokes. Yeah, yeah, I like it a lot. Like, that's why like our oil paint is also really cool to me, because like, especially if they lay it on thick. Part of your world. Yeah, there we go. It's not a whole new world. It's a part of your world. Yeah, part of your world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what the second one reminds me of. Like the composition, the fact that it's on the rocks. Is that what you were going for? Oh wait, I'm just seeing the fishtail. It is. I was going to do pumpkins and famous movies, but then our competition ended. Aww. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I just saw the fishtail at the end. The iconic scene of Ariel with the wave crashing behind her. Yeah, that's what that looks like. You see the tail over here? I'm bouncing on the tail. Little fishtail. Let me make myself big again. I think what I like too is that like you definitely got like the feeling of that scene, but you also added your own touch with, or I don't remember if this was in the original movie, but if you look at the waves, can I move my paw to where I'm indicating? The waves are like, they're blue, but the edges are gold, like an orange gold. For one, that matches with the pumpkin. For two, it like it was probably, I don't remember. Tell me if it was in the original scene, but it makes it look like the water has like, it's reflecting off of like the sunlight essentially. Okay, so I'm sorry, I have to pause a little bit. Do you remember at the very beginning I had to handle a work thing? I just got a text back, so give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes to just handle something. I just gotta switch up a schedule real quick. I'll be right back. Gotta mute. Alright, I'm back. Let me catch up on chat. Yeah, so sorry about that. Like I said, I had to handle like a work thing, and now things are resolved. Someone had to call in sick, but someone was able to cover, so I was just, you know, doing that kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, so the water was pink in the reference. Oh, cool. More time to look up random shit to share. All right. Thanks for engaging the chat, DT Rage. Also, I know your name IRL, but do you want me to just call you DT Rage when we're in these spaces? Today was alright. I made no progress on my cosplay. Oh my gosh, the cosplay life. I once was in that life, but not really. I mostly did like closet cosplays and like already made like bought cosplays. Trying not to freeze. Oh no, Kudaketa! Is it like super cold where you're at? You okay? Just work, and now I'm here. How are you, Mr. Rage? Coming from the workout? Okay. I went to the gym yesterday oh no, not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Did chest and triceps. I actually skipped out so much last week. That's why I'm barely doing chest and triceps today. You go, girl. Need to work on the cake. The closet. Yeah, closet cosplay. That's what I do, or used to do. I don't really do it that much. Zombie Survivor feels like a cop-out. Figure out a new name. We can call you Mr. Rage as as Mega Bronson did. But yeah, so going back to our fine artwork over here. So yeah, I really like the effect on the waves over here. Because also, did you ever, or do you know about the thing, Mega Bronson, about like complementary colors? Do you know that term? I don't know how much like art expertise you already have. So let me, Mr. Rage. Okay, we're calling you Mr. Rage for now. Because complementary colors are essentially art colors that like it's basically they're opposites on the color wheel. So for example, Christmas colors, red and green, are complementary. They're opposite ends of the color wheel, and when they're next to each other, excuse me, I keep accidentally swallowing saliva. You know the term, but not how to utilize? Yeah, so it's like they're on opposite ends of the color wheel, and when they're next to each other, they tend to like kind of how do I say this? Like highlight each other, like they make each other stand out. Yeah, like Matthew just said, purple and yellow. So like Laker colors, and then Christmas colors, and then the last one is blue and orange, which you actually see in a lot of like movie posters, especially like from like 5-ish years ago. So yeah. So like you learned about it before. So yeah, like they help highlight each other. And the reason I bring it up is because the water, the blue of the water and the orange of both the pumpkin and like the edges of the water are doing that same effect. They're like highlighting each other. They're making each other kind of stand out. But you also have the green of like the tail and the stem to kind of like balance it out, because if you just put those two colors like next to each other, like complementary colors next to each other, it can also be a bit jarring, if that makes sense. It can be a bit like it's kind of like readability. For example, like this is a big thing that I had to learn when I was making like PDFs for work, is that like two colors can look really nice, but if you combine them together, you have to make sure it's readable. So like for example, let's say that if you were to like make a blue I I have so many DMs right now. Mr. Rage. I'll get to it. I was like, you don't have, we've talked before on Discord. I don't know what it is. All right, I'll check it out. We've talked before. Ooh, complementary colors of a mini you painted. Ooh, cool. But yeah, like Rita, what I mean is if you let's say look at my let me hide this. So look at my setup right here, my layout. I have like the background is kind of like a cream color, and then my like, I guess accent or highlight colors are like this purple, magenta-ish, plus like the purple color of my fur. If the background was the same vibrant blue that you used for the background and the text was orange, it would be unreadable. It would almost like make the text glow, but it would also kind of hurt your eyes. So it can be good. It can be good like in artworks like this, but like let's say if you're doing it in graphic design, you have to be thinking about stuff like readability. But in this case, in a beautiful artwork where the pumpkin is Ariel, I think you did an excellent job. So yeah, that's the pumpkins, the smashing pumpkins, if you will, but they're not being smashed. Let me remove, and then where's the other one? Remove. And I'm going in order of like when I received the DM, so if I don't get to you soon, I will get to you. Right now, Sime sent me something cool. Ooh, A Flood on Java by Radin Saleh. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but let me. Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna close my work stuff right now. Ooh, this is cool. You can submit your OC, yeah. But I'll have to come back after I check out Matthew's stuff and DT and Mr. Rage's stuff. Oh, I have a question, Sime. This is in, what language is this? Is this, Indonesian or, oh, this is so cool. Thank you for the validation, of course, anytime. I feel like I'm better with like positive feedback on artwork rather than like critical. Critical feedback on artwork is very necessary, but there are some people that definitely go a little bit too hard on it, and it's like the strokes here are all wrong. Yeah, the one that says sayang, because that's a different, like in Tagalog, at least feel free to correct me. Sayang is like a waste, or like when you say sayang, it's like the food, let's say that you like got really good food but you like accidentally dropped it. That's sayang. That's like a pity, or that's like a waste. Or like if the food's spoiled, you know, that it went sayang. I've heard it as a joke in like theater productions where like I think like the funniest joke was like this Filipino American was taking her boyfriend to meet her family. And then everyone's greeting the boyfriend really nice, and then the grandma just says like, "Oh, sayang." It's just like, "Oh, what a waste." And I'm like, "Damn, grandma, okay." But yeah, it's like love or like, but I can see someone. Oh, someone using Sayang and pity in some context. Oh, okay, okay. I want to. Yeah, let me see if I can share the window itself because I do want to. Oh wait, let me hide my bookmarks. I don't have anything bad on my bookmarks, but for professionalism, I should hide my bookmarks. Window capture. Yes. This one. Also, I keep getting these ads, like the Quizscape thing. Like, I need ad blocker again. Actually, I do want to include the artist, so. There you go. The hair is Javanese writing style, that's awesome. This one I'm not gonna bounce my model on top of, but I will. Let me put my avatar up here. There we go. I'll put it right up here. The hair is Javanese writing style, the girl in right. In this art, you can see Sayang in both. Yeah, it's really cool. For one, I love the clothing. The clothing on like the headpiece and everything. It's very ornate, and I definitely see like one thing about like Filipino folk dance is that there's definitely a lot of inspiration from the rest of Southeast Asia, like Thai clothing and like ornamentation and stuff. Yeah. And there's so much influence in like especially like the yeah, like at least in my research when I was looking at like Filipino folk dance, they wanted to take inspiration from the rest of Southeast Asia, and I think this is such a good example because why? Because like it's all like beautifully like ornate, and ooh, I'm noticing something with the colors too. If you look at the person on the left side, with the one with the headpiece over here, the clothing is made up of primary colors, so like red, yellow, blue. Meanwhile, oh, cool. So the person on the right is like not entirely secondary colors, kind of, because like they have the purple sash. They also have green sashes, but the orange you kind of see more so with like overall the composition like has a bit of an orange tint to it. And then like the darker skin as well. But there's also like gold in the right. I'm looking at the figure on the right. There's also like a little bit of like the red, the gold, the white. Blue is kind of missing. No, it's in the feathers. It's in the feathers. So like there's almost like an immediate contrast with these figures. Like for like I feel like the one on the left, and like I said, feel free to like add any additional context I might be missing out on. But like the one on the left seems very like kind of almost clean, prim, and proper, especially with the kind of ornate headdress. They have the primary colors. It seems very like solid and grounded, whereas like the figure on the right almost has this like, it's intentional but intentionally kind of messy. Like for one, the hair like you said is like Javanese writing. But it's also kind of like I said, intentionally messy. I don't mean it in a negative way, that it's like messy. Like it's all very intentional, but it's almost supposed to have this feeling of like contrast, you know? There's the primary colors, and she's very, the figure on the left is very like proper, despite, you know, the tears, right? Obviously we're looking at the face here. Like these two figures seem to be like, it's not like a puppy dog love. It's like a tragic love, right? Try zooming. Okay, yeah. Let me zoom in. Where are my hotkeys? You know what? I might just need to do this. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Look at the strokes. Like the pencil markings. Oh my gosh. Okay, so look down here at the sash. Look like these lines over here. I like that you can see kind of like they look like pen marks. I like this style a lot. The detail on the clothes, super beautiful. Oh man. And they were roommates. I wonder if it's Bali and Java. Sayang and also Atiku. My heart love. It's a strong piece, yeah, for sure, because it has so much tension, like with the contrast, but also like the pose. It almost looks like this figure over here is dancing. Like she has, I keep saying like female pronouns, but feel free to correct me. But like they have like this part of the dress is, or this part of the garb is kind of being held up. Oh my god, the composition too. I'm noticing like how the hair kind of like frames everything. It's a lot more tender on this side of things, and then here there's a bit more of a rawness because for one there's the weapon. It looks like the kind that you would have in the Philippines too. It's like very Southeast Asian style weaponry. Maybe a little bit more organic too, because look at like this side is also a little bit more organic. Look at the flowers. You know, there's oh my gosh, like just compositionally, this is really good. She's wearing a dancer outfit, but I forget if it's Balinese or not. I want to learn more about like other Southeast Asian cultures. I'm very much immersed in Filipino, but like this is so beautiful. And obviously there's like a lot of connections like historically and culturally and like geographically between like Philippines and the rest of Southeast Asia. So like this is so beautiful. Thanks for sharing this. Thank you. And once again, let me know if there's anything I missed out on. I'll still like keep this up in a separate window. But very cool. Oh, and then you also shared another one, so a flood on Java. Or is this still, oh, okay. Oh wow. Let me see. View enlarge image. So you shared something called a flood on Java. You like that one and the one on the left crying? Yeah, it's almost like a very like bittersweet kind of love. That's what that reminds me of. What if I do oh oh no. Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. What if I... There we go. Oh man. So, let's see. What language is that at the bottom? N overstrooming up Java? Doom local Yuri. Oh no. Oh no. Let me... I'm lost at sea. I'm lost at sea. I don't want to put myself on top of the people because that feels insensitive, but if I'm also lost at sea over here. Does this depict like a... Well, it seems like it's something that depicts like a historical event that happened, right? A flood on Java. Oh, here we go. Got a little cheat sheet down here. Showing people on a raft in a flooded river in Java's Jawa Tengah province from Raden Saleh, who is regarded by many scholars as the first modern artist in the Dutch East Indies. Saleh was born into a noble Javanese family, studied with a Belgian artist in Bogor before studying in the Netherlands. This reminds me of a lot of Filipino artists. I know I keep on relating to the Philippines, but it's like a lot of them would also go on to like study in Spain and then come back and like create works in the Philippines. Oh, there's the carabao! Look at the carabao over here. Aw, poor guys. A love that's not allowed to happen. Ah, man. Right in the feels. Saleh's paintings reflect the romanticism popular in Europe, but also the influence of his own Indonesian culture and heritage. The work is from the collection. Okay, that part. No, the cow's the carabao. Sime, what do you call the cows over here? Like, do you guys have a like what's your word for like these water buffalo? Or I guess water buffalo is like closer to what they are, but they look like carabao. Yeah. Not caribou. You know, as a kid, there's a little story that I want to share from my childhood. I remember I told my, like, I think it's like my 3rd grade teacher or my 5th grade teacher, an elementary school teacher, that like in the Philippines we have caribou. and he was shocked because like he was like, wait, this tropical island has caribou? Because caribou, also, it doesn't it refer to those like moose-like things? Caribou? That's what he was thinking about. He was like thinking about the little moose things that are more like, you would find them more in like Arctic climates, and he was surprised. And then later on, I found it's because like caribou and carabao are not the same thing. Carabao are these like water buffalo things. Oh, carabao? That's what you... Oh, cool. So it's like, it's really close to like carabao. As opposed to caribou. Yeah. So actually... Caribou. Yeah, see? So caribou are these. Carabao. Nope, that's not the right one. Do I have to spell it Calabao? Alright, is this? I like how this one's just staring into your soul. Yeah, but as a kid, I knew about Carabao, and I told my teacher like, oh yeah, they're in the Philippines, and I think I accidentally said caribou. He was like, what? Yeah, so those are the two spellings there that Sushi just put in the chat. Carabao or Calabao. But yeah, caribou are like, they're like moose, they're like meese, or like they have antlers, they're like reindeer. It'd be funny if a VTuber debuted as Haruka. I've been wanting to check her out, the carabao one, or not. We just talked about this, the caribou one. Haruka. But yeah. So yeah, this painting's also pretty, like it definitely seems like it's like portraying an actual event that happened. My folks never educated the difference between... Yeah, you too, Matthew. Sorry, I just one more work text. Let me just check to make sure this isn't a hiccup in anything. Okay, cool. All right. Composition wise, I for one, it has like kind of the triangular... Oh, I think, can you guys see my cursor? You guys can see my cursor, right? Has that triangular composition over here. Good mix of colors. The poor cows though. The poor carabao. I'm curious, what is the what's the medium of this? Is this... What? That doesn't help me. like is this it looks like a print, but what is the... How is it made? How does this get made? It's impressive, to say the least. You can see the cursor? Okay, cool. Can I zoom in? Ah, oh, cool. Look at the detail there. Oh, wow. This is very dynamic. Because, like, look how everyone has, like, different poses, different emotions. Wikipedia time? Possibly. Yeah. I think I'm always curious as to like how like, especially during times of like outright colonialism instead of the cool new neo-colonialism we have nowadays. But like the colonialism 1.0, like the way that they would kind of the way that Westerners portrayed, you know, like people of a certain culture or ethnicity versus how like the people of that own culture would portray them. Because you see like Southeast Asian features here, whereas like especially like a pretty yikes topic that I did study when I was studying like Filipino American relations is political cartoons. Political cartoons, because those definitely show how Westerners saw people of color. There's a lot of like, I want to say like torrential torrent, but that's very redundant. But yeah, I kind of like just like the dynamism of it, like the dynamic like poses of everyone, and then when you zoom out, they're all kind of unified in this like kind of triangular composition here. What's going on here? Oh no, what's going on there? Is that like more people like way in the distance? Oh no. This is just really cool. Like I said, I might be missing some context, but bro, Matthew, White Man's Burden cartoon. Oh gosh. I had to look at so many when I was doing my research, and it was gross. The White Man's Burden. But cool. All right, so thank you for sharing, C-May. And then, like I said, let me know if there's anything I missed out on. Let me make myself big again. Okay, what else we got? Dang, Matthew, you gave me a whole bunch. Ooh, I know about a lot of these. Is it okay if I just like do like one or two of the ones that you sent me? And I know, because I know like other people wanted to send me some artwork as well. By Jingo, let's go save. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's an interesting book. Was it called The Forbidden Book? Wait, let me see. Book of Filipino American political cartoons. I'm away from the mic, so I might sound. Yeah, okay, so there's a book called The Forbidden Book. That was a funny way to phrase it, but it's a collection. It's a collection of, there we go. The Forbidden Book. It's a collection of political cartoons that were set during the Philippine-American War, and like, yeah, it gets kind of messy. It gets kind of ick. I'll say that much. Sure, pick and choose if you still want to talk about complementary colors. Send opinion. Yeah, send the one that you painted. I'll do a mix of like, because you sent me like a famous artworks. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I think, yeah, I got the mini that you sent. Oh, cool. But first, I do want to cover the first one that you sent me, Matthew, is literally one of my favorites. WebMP. Let me save. Let me save it. Oh, that's interesting. Why is it usually with WebMPs I can just That's interesting. Okay. Copy. Paste. There we go. A little hack. If you guys ever save like a WebMP image and just copy it into Discord and then like send it to you, like a private Discord, and send it to yourself, it'll save as a PNG. It's a pretty neat trick. I didn't know about it before. If any of you are like, oh, you didn't know that? No worries, Mr. Rage. No worries at all. Okay, so for this next picture, I do want to give, I guess, like a bit of a content warning. It's a bit graphic. To any of you that are familiar with Saturn devouring his son, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But 3, 2, okay, how about this? I'm gonna give a countdown for like posting it, and then how about I'll give myself like a 5-minute time limit. So at like 7:47, if you want to just avoid that, then yeah, content warning 4. I'll try to keep it to a 5-minute like limit. So if any of you want to avoid that, go ahead and look away and then come back in about 5 minutes. But otherwise, posting Saturn devouring his son in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Creepy. This is actually one of my favorite works, to be honest, like because of how like grotesque it is. There we go. And it's from Mythology. Put myself over it. Because this is from Mythology, I don't quite feel as bad for I feel like I won't be disrespecting if I'm just like, I'm getting eaten, you know. I'll just be here on his shoulder. There we go. What's up, Saturn? How's tricks? Yum. See me. Yeah, this is. They got a big dumpy for people into that. Oh my god, I don't think I ever noticed that because of how like explicit this is. Oh my gosh, but yeah, so to anyone not familiar with like the subject matter, this comes from a Greek myth. Though the title itself is Roman. But the story is that like in the beginning of the world, you know, there was like according to Greek mythology, there was the earth and the sky, and they had children who were the Titans. And the Titans eventually overthrew Ouranos, the sky, but the guy who led the Titans, Kronos, also known as Saturn, feared that one day he would also be overthrown. So to prevent that, every time his wife gave birth to a child, he would eat the child. And like in a lot of mythology, it's I think they're very like vague on how he devours his children. Like I think it's mostly like, oh, he swallowed them whole, you know, like that's all the detail they really put into it. I could be wrong. If anyone here is like a classicist and knows like how it's described, let me know. But otherwise, it seems like he just swallows them whole. But here, in this work by I believe it's Francisco Goya, we're shown this very graphic image of like him eating this unknown child. It looks like it could be one of the male children, but we can't say for sure because you know we don't see any like sexual organs or anything. He's eating the child piece by piece, and not only that, but the child is shown as like a fully grown adult too, not as a baby. I feel like if it was a baby, that would have been like way like actually. Wait, there's a version of this painting. I think it's by a different artist though, where it's like he's eating the baby version of his child. So yes, that's what the scene is depicting. Like, he's eating his child piece by piece, and you see kind of like the striking coloration that goes into it. Like I think the use of white is what's super striking about this, because like for one, you can see it in the eyes. The eyes are like bulging out of his skull, and then for two, you could see it in like the whiteness of the body that he's eating, to show that like, you know, obviously the body has passed on, the body is dead. So like there's no blood circulation, but there is blood coming out of every single like bite and opening. And then second, the white in the knuckles. Look at the knuckles. Tougher than knuckles. Oh no, not that. Okay, here we go. Look at his knuckles over here. That's how you know Saturn is squeezing like everything he can out of this child, you know, his own child. So it like every little detail just goes into I don't know how like macabre or what's the word, like just grotesque this scene is. We're almost at 7:47, but I do want to keep talking about it, so I'm just gonna hide it for now. And if anyone is tuning back in at 7:47, no, let's keep it on until 7:47. It got a big dump. Okay, so I just think of Futurama when he ate the mummy. I remember that scene because it was like Fry eats like a tiny mummy like that has become beef jerky, and then Professor Farnsworth is like, "This is an outrage." Pause. I was gonna eat that mummy. So yeah, it does kind of remind me of that. Actually, Milky in my last stream, she recommended this really cool video about how these folks mummified a chicken, and it was to kind of imitate the Victorians that ate real ass mummies. Like, it's a long story. I would just recommend looking at the video itself, but yeah, it reminds me of that. But why eat? Yeah, so Amaskai. So yeah, like I said, it's you probably heard through the entire story, but all right, for anyone that is entering in after I said come back at 7:40 at something like 5 minutes, I'm gonna keep talking about it. So give me another 5 minutes. Come back in another 5 minutes. But I'm putting the picture back up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. So Matthew, you saw the work in Museo del Prado as a teen tourist. Oh, cool. Nice. Gotta get that Mummy Brown. Yeah. So yeah, this is a very grotesque one, and there is another version of this, Saturn eating his child, where it's like also an old man, but he's biting into like a baby, like, and the baby is very obviously in pain. Like it's very striking. So it's, in a way, it's like more upsetting than this. Like it's more upsetting than the one we're looking at, even though this one is just disturbing because of like the imagery. So yeah. It is quite striking. So, if you guys want to know like the happy ending in the mythology, the happy-ish, I guess, your mileage may vary, but eventually Kronos / Saturn is his like Roman name. His wife, my wife, she gets tired, of course, of her children being eaten, as one does. And she hatches up a plan where like she's about to give birth to her final child, who is Zeus. But instead of giving Zeus over to Kronos, she gives him a rock, and he just swallows the rock whole, not really like questioning whether or not the thing he swallowed was a child or not. So, then because of that, Zeus is able to survive. Like he gets whisked away into like another part of the world. He gets raised by, I think, some nymphs, and eventually he grows up and is able to like beat his father Cronus, and I think he makes him vomit up all of the other children. So that's Poseidon, Hades, those are the two brothers. And then there's Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. He vomits them all up. So that like, if this painting has a happy ending, but in the moment, very grotesque. When you said Saturn eating his children, I wanted to make a more modern one where he's eating his children, but they're not born yet. Oh, huh? Oh no. Gosh. The topic itself, very grotesque. That's all I'll say on that. But alright, cool. Thanks for sharing that one, Matthew. Let me go ahead and remove this. Huh? Well, I said huh because what do you mean? Like eating his children but they're not born yet. What do you mean? Okay, so... Oh, I just saw your DM, Mega Bronson. I will be careful. I don't think I showed anything too spicy, but it's I can also go back into the VOD and edit stuff out. Okay. I think Mega Bronson said that. I mean, not Mega Bronson, DT Rage. Huh? Why does it say that I'm not friends with DT Rage? I am friends. We are friends. What is this? Oh, actually, that's the end of the DM, so I'm gonna go back to the stuff that Matthew sent me. Oh, huh is an add-on emote. I want to figure out how to do that with my chat. You know how like if you like type sniffa in your chat, it shows up as like the little sniffing dog. I don't know how to do that. Is it? Because I think this will just show up as sniffa. Yeah, like I've seen it on other streams where like if you type sniffa, it shows like the little doggy. You sniff. Alright, I'm gonna show, let's see. Matthew sent a pretty cool mini. Let me go ahead and... There's BTTV, and I think the new one is on 7TV. Ah, okay. Let me drag this. Cool. Cool, so this is submitted by Matthew. This is a mini that you painted. Looks cool. I see what you mean by the complementary colors. There's two, the one with the brown background. Yeah, let me get the other one. I'll get the other one. Three different emote add-ons. I'll look into it. Copy image. Actually, so I don't forget, I'm gonna look it up. So BTTV, and then 7TV. Oh, sorry. Let me pause. My cat wants out. He demands it. Okay, back. I just had to let my cat out. Let the cat out of the bag. Okay, let me drag this. Cool. Yeah, we put that too. No, how do I move myself? There we go. I'm in between them. So sculpt by Westphalia Miniatures. Cool, cool. Yeah, it does look sick, right? Oh, and no worries, Sime. Said my OC will send one more in the next hour. Oh yeah, no rush. This is a mini that inspired the Vast Brick. The Brick Wizard. You're gonna need to explain the lore for that for me. So like, cause I don't remember if I saw that stream, but the Brick Wizard. Does he just cast like? Is it like the testicular torsion wizard? Testicular torsion. But like in this case, he just casts like throw brick. No, but yeah, this is really cool because like I see what you mean by the complementary colors. Especially in the first one, you got the purple and the yellow, very striking. And this kind of illustrates exactly what I was talking about. Like when you have like a yellow on a purple background or vice versa, it makes like it emphasizes both of them. But in this case, the miniature a little bit more. And I think the one on the right, where it's in front of like a brick like background, it shows like it pretty much highlights that. Like you can definitely see it against the brick, but it shows up even more against the purple. I don't have a lot of experience with like miniatures in general, but like so it's something that's already sculpted and you paint it, right? Because this is really cool. Like I'm seeing, you know, you have like the shades of yellow, but you also mix in a little bit of brown and orange, like in the places where it's supposed to be shaded? Because that's kind of how it looks. It's kind of how it looks, and I like it. You also have like I kind of like the red kind of like brick at the bottom for the Brick Wizard, right? What kind of I'm curious, Matthew, when it comes to painting miniatures, like what do you know what kind of paint it is? Is it like I don't know paints that well myself, even though I paint with acrylic, but do you know if it's acrylic? Is it like oil based, anything like that? Acrylic. Okay, cool. Yeah, the thing with acrylic is that it's made out of plastic, and at least on what's it called, on the like canvas, it dries really quickly, which can be a negative or a positive or a negative thing. I've only painted with watercolor and acrylic, mostly with Vallejo acrylic, some Citadel contrast. Oh, glazes too. Interesting. So like acrylic is made of plastic. It dries relatively quickly, as opposed to oil, which doesn't dry as quickly at all. Like sometimes it takes like days to or months even for it to dry, but that gives you ample time to like color mix essentially. Whereas for acrylic, because it dries so fast, you essentially have to layer. Or you have to like pre-mix it. You have to pre-mix like the colors, but otherwise it's almost like you gotta layer it. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But you know, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. The glazes though, I'm interested because like, is it like ceramic type, or like the kind of glaze you use on ceramics where it's like kind of made out of sand, and like when it's like baked, it, you know, has the sheen on it? Because I am seeing some like I am seeing some like highlight and like shine to this. Because I've only worked with glazes in the context of like ceramic stuff. Glazes or washes, as many painters call them, are great for shading, as gravity is basically a cheat code for getting into the deep reset. Ah, interesting. So yeah, like seems like gravity would work in your favor then. Like instead of having to like get down and deep in there, like you can just kind of let gravity take over. Glazes are specifically transparent washes. Ah, I see. Oh, you know what? Then I have worked with glazes before. Or like in a non-ceramic context. I have worked with them before when I took an acrylic painting class. So I worked with it before. I don't know why I completely forgot that. Cool. I'm looking more at the. I kind of like. Oh, is that a giant book on his like left side, like left of his head, in between the staff and his head? Is that just a giant like tome? Is that why he's the brick wizard? Vesper specifically asked for red brick. Ah, interesting. I like it because like the pages of the tome, like from the picture quality, at first I thought it was like it looked like oil paint, like the texture that you get from oil paint, but like the ridges on the pages like give it that really cool illusion. Cool. So it looks like for like painting miniatures, you definitely like. Would you say that you need a little bit of like color theory, kind of like in your back pocket? Like you would need to know like, for example, if you're shading, if you like you have the yellow robes, you know that like shading isn't just like a darker yellow. It's like you gotta shift the hue a little bit to say like one that's closer, like a color that's a little bit closer to like green, or in this case I feel like you use more of a brown. So yeah, actually brown makes more sense as like a good shading color. Cause like I feel like for a lot of like artists starting out, they don't know about like shifting the hue as well. That it's not just a darker color, you gotta shift it. Like if you're shading with let's say green, you should like one way that you can shade is with like more of a blue green, and one way you can highlight is more of like a yellow green. He's the brick wizard because he's gonna pick up the brick, cast silence on it, then chuck it through someone's window. Wait, that feels like a Baldur's Gate 3 like a move, like something you would be able to do in Baldur's Gate 3. Color theory helps, but there's a lot of online content to get your models painted for gameplay. Ah, interesting. Cool. I think my only other point of reference for painting miniatures is Jazza, this artist YouTuber that I really like. Jazza, I think his full name is like Josiah Brooks, but he like has this wonderful art YouTube page, YouTube videos on like different. He like likes to experiment with different mediums, and I'm sure he's done one on miniatures before. I feel like I've seen it. Though, if you look up his brother is a bit problematic, especially with AI art. But yeah. Yeah, he got into Warhammer. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is awesome. I really like how you made kind of like the clothing colors pop against like the paleness of the skin and the white hair, and then you also see like the Shadowversity. yeah, at Shadowversity. Yeah. It's a shame because I was like interested in his content because he does like medieval stuff, but then like the more he got into the AI art whirlpool, the less interested I was. so yeah. Oh, hello. Welcome Elle. Thank you for the raid. We are currently doing a bit of a like an art share / like I'm just looking at people's art or famous pieces of art that y'all want to like recommend, and we're just kind of looking at them, reviewing them. I hesitate to say like, you know, like I have a degree in art history, so I'm qualified for this. Anyone can, you know, like have a good interpretation of artwork. So that's kind of what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. So welcome raiders, welcome. So yeah, we were just looking at this really cool miniature by Matthew Riceseeker. But yeah, good job. Sorry, I got another work text, but it's fine. Okay. Okie dokie. Thank you for sharing, Matthew. He is basically a guy who started off with no HEMA or medievalist knowledge, had hot takes and conjecture about stuff he presented. Oh, really? We're talking about Shadiversity? I had no idea. I thought he was like a, medievalist expert. Because, like, aside from, like, ancient cultures, I am also pretty much into, like, a little bit of medieval culture. Basically any culture where you can kind of, like, debunk, certain ideas. Like, this idea that, like, medieval culture is very, like, drab and gray and all depressing and stuff, and the Dark Ages, blah, blah, blah. Like, I like the idea that you can debunk that and be like, no, it was, like, a super vibrant time, and yeah, very much religious, but, like, they had beautiful art, beautiful architecture. Yeah, no, he started getting into historical European martial arts after starting his channel. Oh, okay. I have 3 semesters of art class and one of them I failed. I think I'm an expert enough to judge everyone. Well, yeah, like I'm of the belief that okay, when I took one of my first drawing classes in community college, my professor said if you can see, you can draw. And I still pretty much hold true to that. Yeah, it might be like different different levels of struggle for different people, but otherwise I do feel like if you can see, you can draw. For me, I would add on to that to say, like, if you can see, if you can like describe what it is you're seeing, you can also analyze art. You can analyze artifacts, and from there you can analyze like cultures. You went to art school, Elle? It was interesting. Yeah, I've never been to art school, and like I didn't realize how like intense it was until are you familiar, Elle, with a manga, or I don't know if you read manga, but Blue Period. It's called Blue Period. Because that's essentially the story, is a student that gets into art school. The Ratatouille philosophy nodders. I'm here for details pointing because I can't. Ah, no, yeah. So have you read Blue Period? Oh man, it's intense. Because I thought like I said, my degree is in art history. I didn't actually get into art until like I was 28, so only a couple years ago. Blue Period's so good. I gotta catch up actually. But yeah, it goes into kind of like the intricacies and also the intense drama of being in art school. So yeah. But yeah, in terms of what you said, May, like looking at details, I miss out on a lot of details until someone else points them out to me. So like that's why I'm always open to like if I ever miss any context or details, let me know. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend Blue Period, L. But yeah, so I think in terms of DMs, I know that Mega Bronson linked me to an artist. I wish I could have gotten into art. I honestly probably would have been happier if I knew, even if it was an option when I was in school. It's what's the phrase that the Zoomers like to say? Pick a struggle. Because it's very easy to, like the grass is greener on the other side. Like a part of me does wish that I had gotten into art much earlier. But, there is also the struggle of like, with art, it's almost like you could say this about any medium or any like discipline, but like there's the constant like my hand isn't doing what my mind wants it to, or like I have this image of what I want to draw and how I want it to look, but when I actually execute it, it's not quite how I imagined it. And that's definitely something that like like a negative part of like pursuing art, alongside with social stigmas of like, well, what are you gonna do with an art degree, that kind of stuff. So like I would dare say that like I kind of like played it safe with a lot of like my like college decisions. Beans and you not pursuing cinematography, there's still time. You don't have to major in it, you can still get into it, like. And yeah, nothing wrong with being a hobbyist and a LARP. I ended up teaching myself all this stuff. Yeah, that also works. I didn't study art formally. I studied art history, and it was only after that I like got into art itself. So I think art is also a learned skill. Some people have an eye, but I think no one is genius. Yeah, I 100% agree. And like because I teach middle schoolers, it's a very hard lesson for them to learn because for like the middle schoolers I teach, if it's not perfect, then it's like, oh, I'm just not an artist. It always breaks my heart. I get students that are always like, I'm just not creative. I had a student that was like, she straight up said like, I didn't enjoy this because I'm just not creative. And it like broke my heart because like I feel like everyone's creative in some way. Like hindsight is a bitch. Yeah, they get so frustrated. Yeah, it makes me so sad. Like everyone's creative in some way. It's just that like it doesn't mean that I teach middle schoolers and none of them are geniuses. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I meant. Yeah, but like everyone's creative and like everyone can have an eye for art. It's just like how like your execution can be different, you know? None of them are geniuses. Middle school's rough, man. I wish I knew what theater is as far as designing sets. Oh my god, I went to a school that had like a performing arts component and I changed my performing art every year. Everyone chasing the perfection they forgot to appreciate. Yeah. Yo, Sime, that's why I love like kids art. Like, you know when you're just like a kindergartner and like your teacher just gives you like paint and you can just go at it. Like I really like teaching. Like I've only taught those like young classes like only once or twice, but they've always been so good because the kids are always so proud of what they make. Like they're always so proud and it's so heartwarming. That's like, yeah, like there's definitely no sense of anatomy, but who cares? Like you made something really dynamic. And the kid when you tell them that is like, yeah. Like, kids, yeah, like they do see the world in an interesting lens. Yeah, no, for real. Did you take the design class? Yeah, I did. I took okay, so in my 4 years of college, I changed my performing art every year. Because I think I got to a point where like I was too scared of what the advanced class would look like and the struggles that came with it, because I started off with orchestra. I played cello. I played cello and then like I got to the advanced version of the class the next year and I was like, this is too hard, I don't want to do this. So I quit and I think I did dance next, and then I did the advanced class for that and I hated it and I was like, oh no, that's too much of a struggle, I'm just gonna move on to something else. And then I went into drama, which I enjoyed all of these, by the way. I enjoyed all of these performing arts. Got into drama, acted a little bit. I did have the stage fright, but I feel like lots of actors actually do have stage fright, but like they just work through it a lot better. So like I got to the advanced version of the drama class and quit. And then during my senior year of high school, I did set design. And because I was a senior, I didn't go to the advanced class because I had already graduated. But at every opportunity or at every turn that it got a little bit harder, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna switch to something else. Which like, I feel like that's like the story of my life. Very like, very, what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none kind of feel. Let me catch up on chat. The one thing I remember in grade school, I wanted to do some Bob Ross Happy Little Trees landscapes when the assignment was to make a pop-up book and they told you not to. Aw, dang. Which I understand, like, you know, you're supposed to do the assignment and all that, but like if you're showing off your creativity in another way, why not just let him do that? Oh, interior. Oh, you wanted to get into set design, but you did interior? That's pretty cool. I want to know a little bit more about interior design. I've been finding myself during my free time, and especially when like YouTube, when the algorithm recommends me different things, I will suddenly become very like interested in it. Like there was a video about like the last the last century in interior design, and it's something that I never thought of. But like when I watched the video of like, oh yeah, the 50s and 60s have a very striking sense of interior design with like the bright colors and stuff, and then like It also reminds me of like that one meme about how like everyone imagines the 80s and 90s to be like pop with like, you know, the neon exercise gear, when really it was very brown. Like the 80s and 90s. Like if you think about like I think the tweet that I saw was like it was a McDonald's ashtray, and it was this like translucent brown like color. And like when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's very 80s and 90s actually. They had a rotating schedule. I had set design, then filmed, and stayed in film for the rest. I remember, I think you and Beans, like, yeah, were you guys in the same film class? Because I remember you guys were, or at least I remember Beans was like, I'm laughing because Beans, you definitely used to be the art, no, not art, the movie guy, like the film buff. And every time I mention it to him, he like cringes a little. And I'm like, no. Fuck, I remember I'm so proud. It was your first OC art in an art group. The cringe. Nothing wrong with that, C-May. I wish I held on to my like elementary school art. I had an original Digimon. I had an original Digimon, and he had the edgiest name. I can't remember it anymore, but it was something like, you know, dark, like, I don't think there was blood. It was like something darkness, something Wolfmon, because Garurumon was my favorite, of course. It was something like that. It was like, this is my original Digimon, don't steal. He's Darkness Wolfmon. He's got big fangs and big claws, and he's dark. He's evil. You know what? I think the name had evil in it. So, I wish I held on to it, but I think I threw it away because it was kind of cringe. But like, I wish I held on to it just so I could look back and be like, oh man, this is sick. And I remember it was elementary school, because this is going back to the whole like, you know, like younger kids, like they see art through a different lens. I remember showing evil dark Wolfmon to like a friend, and instead of being like, oh, that's cringe, he was all into it. He was like, that's so cool, you got evil dark Wolfmon. And we were just so into it. But like if you show that to a middle schooler, they'd be like, that's kind of cringe. Just like me, for real, I picked up English creative writing because I didn't want to get anyone hurt in a field needing math or science. Man. Nah, yeah. Interior design cycles like fashion. Yeah, I kind of like that, because I'm seeing the Y2K fashion come back. All the burnouts were in film class. My dad has a whole DVD room. He's also... Oh, DVDs. Now it's Blu-rays. I wish I held on to VHS tapes, too. I'm pretty sure I got rid of those. Context is early middle school, in the middle of professional artist, and high school, Oh! I feel like they... especially if they're like, professional artists in high school and university, I feel like they would have seen that as endearing, though, you know? I feel like that's how I would react if someone were to show me their OC. I wouldn't be like, that's cringe, but it'd be like, oh, look at that. Like, see, they're learning how to make their own original characters. They're learning characterization. Feel like a baby. Yeah, of course. Still a good environment to grow. Drake's new album cover is his kids' art? Let me see. I don't listen to Drake a lot, but album new. Is it For All the Dogs? Is that what it's called? Oh, that's cute. I say cute, but it's low-key kind of kind of scary. Very scary. Every time I say very scary, if any of the Tempest fans in here, like, there's like the clip of Axel when he's playing that one game, the one Chilla's game, where he's talking about Altair, and he's like, yeah, my girlfriend is Altair, and he weighs 300 pounds, and he murdered 3 people. He's very scary. Like, his delivery on very scary just kills me. I don't listen to him, but my friends do. Yeah. I don't know if I've really listened to any of Drake's music, to be honest. She's very scary. Let's see. And then I know Mega Bronson, you linked me to an artist. Oh, cool. Ravi Amar Zupa. I know, you got me overthinking with your message about be careful with web browser on stream, so I'm just gonna link this in the chat. I'm looking at Ravi Zupa. Ravi Omar Zupa. His artwork is super cool. There's a lot of imagery here from like different cultures. Gorig Washerson was initially going to be a monk with a pose based off of Drake's Hotline Bling. Okay, that's the one Drake song I've listened to. That's the one. Okay, so it looks like this artwork by Ravi Omar Zupa. I'm not putting it on stream just for safety. Lots of influences. I'm seeing a lot of like religious, especially like Hindu. Lots of Hindu oh, cool. I will send you a pic of the mini. Oh yeah, go for it. Our friend whose name rhymes with Momo. Wait. Whose name rhymes with Momo? Went to one of his art shows recently. Trying to think of who that is. Feel free to DM me. This is sick though. Like, there, I'm looking at an art piece that shows she's small and that does not narrow it down. But I think I know who you mean. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm looking at like the Hindu inspired artwork. It's very, very much informed by like, you know, like classic Hindu artwork. The friend with the hair in the face, yeah. The thing, the friend with the yeah, exactly. Oh, there's some. Is this why you linked this? You linked this artist to me, Mega Bronson? There's some Bosch in here. Is that a Bosch reference? Like, is that gonna be my new hallmark instead of is that a JoJo reference? Is that a motherfucking Bosch reference? Oh yeah, this is really cool, like mixtures of styles. Napoleon. Once again, I'm not showing this on stream. 2 reasons, because I need to be careful with sharing browser. I'm overthinking it a little bit, but also because like there is some like nudity and strong suggestive themes on this. I actually didn't know. I just saw some. No, yeah, this is really cool. I'm gonna bookmark this. Oh, then Matthew, you sent me. Drake, male human rogue. Ah, okay. Save some photos and show it. Yeah, let me get some. Let me do that right now, actually. His Love Obviously collection, it's all Catholic imagery. My minor in college was religious studies. I love religious imagery, even though I myself am definitely not religious at all. I forgot if I said this like, I feel like I said this in the last stream, but the extent of my parents' religiosity. Oh yeah, I said this during the Chance of Sinar stream. Was that they like taught me and my siblings how to pray, and that's it. And I'm pretty sure, like, if you ask them like, is there a god, they will say yes. But like, like that, I want to say that's the extent of their like Catholic religiosity. Or the snipping tool. I've never used the snipping tool. Let me see. I know that I can drag because Sushi told me about that one. But just to be safe. This is the one that I'm looking at. This is a motherfucking Bosch reference. Wait, I'll look into it. Let's see. OBS snipping tool. Yeah, this is by Ravi. What's his full name again? Ravi Amarzupa. This is a motherfucking Bosch reference. Look at that. Okay, let me put myself. Where shall I place myself? Oh, it's a double Bosch reference. Like, there's this guy and then there's this guy. It's Bosch time. There we go. I'm chilling on top of Mao Zedong here. I don't know if he would appreciate that. No ass up chrominating people. I mean, not yet. But yeah, so looking at this, we have, well, yeah, the face of Mao Zedong, the communist leader of China back in the time period, alongside, like, so what I'm getting from this is, like, if you look at the lines that are kind of emanating out of Mao Zedong's head, it's a little bit Russian, or I guess Soviet era propaganda, like the kind of graphicness, or like graphic. When I say graphic, I don't mean like violence. I mean like there's no shading or anything. Like it's just like straightforward colors. But it's also a little bit of Catholic, like the Catholic Christian halos. You see that same, you see those same halos like over here. Look, like see now I have the halo, and then like over here with this figure over here. The one in the top here, right here, right above me, very Southeast Asian, I want to say, right? Like a kind of what am I trying to say? It looks, oh no, Hindu, like Hindu Buddhist Southeast Asian. That's what that is looking like right above me. So there's a little bit of that. Over here in the, oh, now I'm accidentally moving. I gotta start locking my background. How do I lock this? Yeah, I'm just gonna start locking some things on my scene over here. So chat, that's locked. BG, that's locked. Alerts locked. YouTube music, that's locked. Where's like my background? Oh yeah, Zatsu BG, that's locked. Okay, cool. All of that is locked. I should have done that before, but yeah. Yeah, you can lock things. It's in the, like, under sources in OBS where you see the eye to toggle whether it's visible or not. There's a lock. Because I keep on accidentally moving the background and I just want to move, like, myself, you know? I'm bouncing. Locked and loaded. Welcome back, Mr. Rage. We're looking at this, this pretty cool artwork by Ravi Amarzupa. And so yeah, so I'm seeing some like Hindu Buddhist Southeast Asian imagery up here up top, and then like there's Mao Zedong. This, however, like this thing that I'm bouncing on right now, is a Hieronymus Bosch reference and a Berserk reference, which is just referencing Hieronymus Bosch. It's not a Berserk reference, it's just Bosch. But there's also a miniature right down here, right here. Bear vibing. Yeah, just vibing. I move around with the group. Yeah. So like, if there's anything that you know that you want to like keep in place, just lock it and load it. What is? Oh, sorry about that. So, Bosch is an artist, but he's also my favorite artist. He is. Oh, I get to break out the Bosch again. See what you did, El? You got me simping over Bosch again. He's an artist. Would you say he's not really medieval, but Bosch. Here comes the Bosch. Bosch and Dante should have collabed for Hell. How do we know that they're not collabing in Hell? He painted. What is this? 1400s to 1500s, so 15th to 16th century artist from the Netherlands. Can I just... There you go. Ah! Covered everything. This is like... so his name is Hieronymus Bosch. He's an artist from the I think he's Dutch, right? Oh no, I'm not that much of a simp if I don't even know his like ethnicity and stuff. Yeah, this is one of his more famous pieces over here. The Garden of Earthly Delights. Just trying to find where am I? Where am I? There we go. And it's just filled. I already gave like a whole kind of like spiel on on this one, but like it just has these really intense depictions of like the Garden of Eden and then like the Garden of Earthly Delights here in the center, and then on the right is hell, you know. But if you zoom in on any portion of like this painting, like it's just filled to the brim with like details, and like a lot of it people are like, what the heck was like Bosch on that like made him see the world like this, right? Because this is very surrealist. This is very I'm back in Powers back to sipping to Bosch again. Oh, you know. It gets worse the longer you share. Is this my legacy? Is this what I'm gonna be known for? Oh, there she goes again. Simping over Bosch. Yeah, it's like, it's very surrealist. It's very like, you could expect this from like the 20th century with like Salvador Dali, but this is like 500 years earlier. No, not 500. Why do I keep saying that? Like 400 years earlier. So like, you know, and this thing that I'm hopping on right now is directly referenced in this one. Yeah, and you also see it in Berserk. So what a unit. I think I'm just gonna keep that Bosch work as a source in my just so I can always come back to it. Whenever someone mentions Bosch, I could just be like, "Oh, you wish to speak about my Oshi, my favorite guy in the whole world, Hieronymus." No, that's a lie. My favorite guy in the whole world. I'll show you. Is it here? There we go. Let me copy this source. This is my favorite guy in the whole world. This is Beans. This is my partner, Beans. Oh, sorry, the auto mod got you. Hieronymus Bosch is the fucking man. It looks modern, which is, yeah, exactly. Like, it looks modern, right? But it's like medieval Renaissance. Further proof humanity has always been monstrous. Pet the beans. Yeah, you gotta pet the beans. Imagine any other species peering into the mind's eye of people like Bosch. He's just vibing, man. The theory that I've heard, or like what scholars have like said about, I'm gonna go ahead and erase this one. What people have said about Bosch's art is that like he's not even necessarily like, he's not even so like rewind. The surrealists. Like, if you think of surreal art like Frida Kahlo, Magritte, Salvador Dali, they were very intentionally trying to like make art that was reminiscent of a dream, like the kind of feelings and sights that you would see within a dream. That's kind of what unified them as surrealist. However, Hieronymus Bosch wasn't intentionally trying to show a dream. He would imagine I'm just like, he was trying to show a nightmare. But it's more so like one theory that I've heard from scholars is that he was just trying to depict his idea of heaven and earth, and like for heaven, earth, and hell. And like for him, they are meant to be kind of absurd, you know, like especially hell. Hell is supposed to be absurd because it's supposed to be this like imaginative like place where like all your deepest, darkest like things just come true, you know. Because I've heard that too. I've heard that Bosch was just like high like on drugs, which, you know, is a theory. Like that can also be possible. Kind of like how Vincent van Gogh's art is very much influenced by his mental state, by the fact that he straight up had depression, you know. So that is also a possibility. Like either he was on drugs, or maybe he just had like an altered state of mind. But like, I like to believe that that's just how he saw like heaven and hell, as just like it's too absurd to even like formulate into words, much less like put to canvas. So this was his best attempt. That's how I interpret that. Let me catch up on chat. Beans is a black bear or a brown bear? He's a brown bear. He's a brown bear, unless otherwise stated. I'm actually... Nah, I won't spoil it. But yeah, like, Beans is my guy. I'm gonna put him right here. Now, actually, that's where my alerts are. Where should I put him? I'll put him here. No, wait, that's my chat top. Okay, you're here. You're here. I'm blocking a little bit of chat, but it's okay. What scholars have said points at own work. That's not... I read it. I majored in this. I majored in it. Bosch was... Oh, yeah. So, bro... Yeah! What Sime said. Bro's just a mad lad. He's just a mad lad. 1 ear plus 1 depression. 1 breakup and men just see this. I feel that. Oh, yeah. I just saw you. Oh, yeah. Let me check my DMs as well. Y'all are sending me stuff. Oh, that's cool. Mega Bronson just showed like the collection that he got from Ravi. That's awesome. Ravi Zupa. And then Matthew is sending... Oh yeah, John Blanche. He's the one that, like I said, reminds me of like HR Geiger counter. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out the best place to put Beans. There you go. Let's put him there. He'll cover up the little sparkle. But I feel my voice getting a little croaky. I might call it a little bit soon, but I kind of still want to keep going. This has been fun. This is fun. Looking through his non-official stuff also reminds you of Bosch. Ah, cool. I feel like I should turn this into like a thing. Like this was just my idea for like making a just chatting stream of like the art review, but I'm down to keep on doing something like this. You know, where you guys show me like cool art and I just like talk about it. Hydration check? Oh, I should get some water. Do I have any water on my table? Because I might have to go to the kitchen. If I go to the kitchen, I have to greet my my family. No goddamn subscribe button. I am actually eligible for affiliate. I am I'm eligible for affiliate. I'm just scared. No, actually, I'll say I think I said it here before, but I am actually planning on doing an affiliate stream on my birthday. My birthday is December 9th. So, yeah, I think that's when I'll pull the trigger on it. That's when I'll like be an affiliate. You want the founder's badge? Yeah, you definitely deserve it. I can send a modern... Oh wait, I missed every chat message after Sime's hydration check. Yeah, you got a degree, might as well flex. Yeah. We can't bully you. This is an outrage. December above. Birth. I need somewhere to throw money and make that unreasonable demand. Reasonable demands. Saku's birth is... Yeah, it is! I'm excited for her stream. Affiliate celebration. You know what? I think I'll talk for a little bit more and then I'll end stream and then I'll go hydrate. But I do thank you for the hydration check. Because I want to talk about, I think, some ideas, I guess, for my birthday / affiliate stream. People like other friends like Taco and Nyanda, Lambda Delta, for their affiliate streams they did like group stuff. I feel a little too shy though. I don't know if because like I do like being in like, you know, playing Gartic Phone and stuff, but I'm shy. No, I'm not gonna do a 24-hour stream. No, like I'm not doing that. Because I have my own my usual things for birthdays. I usually go to a museum. I usually visit my fam bam, and I usually like spend some time with Beans as well. So I'm definitely gonna be spending my birthday doing some of that stuff, but I do also want to stream on my birthday. So I'm thinking in the morning and afternoon. Thankfully, it's on a weekend, so I don't have to take the day off. Or maybe that's not thankfully. Maybe I could use the day off. But you know what? I'll take December 8th off as well. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, maybe, you know what? If you guys are down for Gartic Phone, I might be down for it. I'm just shy. I'm just shy. Rip C Gang, but for the people spoken, I thought Viveka was for the people. Oh, God, I am. God damn it. I am. Rip C Gang? I wanna... Okay. Let me think about it. So maybe I'll stream both on the 8th and the 9th. I definitely want to do a Gartic phone thing. But yeah, because we have so many C friends, right? I might want to... Maybe I'll do one in the morning. Got him, gang. Yeah, maybe I'll do one in the morning. We'll see. So maybe a morning stream on the 9th. Morning PST. So that I think would be evening. I'm down for you to see my awful art in Gartic. Did you do Gartic in Taco or Lambda Delta streams? Anyway, I might want to do that. Some other things I wanted to do is I want to play some games that I played in my childhood, and they are children's games, but there's something about them that's just so comfy. But basically, there's this one game I want to play. You can look it up. It's called Fatty Bear's Birthday Bash or Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise, and it's an old game. It's old. It was bad. I think I remember yours, Kudaketa. No, Doom 1. I was okay. A little bit of Babinka lore. Bosch presentation in PowerPoint? Don't give me too many ideas, C-May. You're giving me some ideas. Browser game? No, it's a... I don't know if you remember this, Mr. Rage, but, you remember, like, Putt Putt? And, like, Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, those games? They're all made by Humongous Entertainment, and I love those games. They're, like, point-and-click adventures, but for kids. And, like, the cute, Bosch Flash game? There isn't, but there is a... should I replay Four Last Things? No, wait, I should play the sequel. The Squeakquel. Spy Fox, you remember? Yeah, I might want to play that, but there's a game called Four Last Things. I played it a while back. Kudaketa remembers. Kudaketa helped me a lot, too. I think Mega Bronson, you were there, too. It's an art history game. It's literally, like, up my alley. It's made up of art from, like, Renaissance time. So, Four Last Things was amazing. I loved it. The VOD is on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it. But it has a sequel called Procession to Calvary, which I do want to play. I might want to play that. So, my memory goes as far back as this weekend. What'd you do? Pajama Sam and Spy Fox I enjoyed. Where's my... Yeah. So, like, I might want to play those on my birthday. Might want to play Procession to Calvary, but maybe I'll just do that as, like, a regular stream on another day. What else? Maybe a Bosch presentation in PowerPoint. Maybe. Maybe. I was also thinking of doing my, like, winter outfit reveal on that day, but I'm just so, like, I just want to reveal that outfit as soon as possible, which is why I'm doing it this Saturday. I'm doing a winter outfit reveal this Saturday. Maybe I should do that thing where I have a thumbnail or, like, a teaser with, like, the silhouette, and you guys can guess, but it's not gonna be too hard to guess. Like, it's a winter outfit. Like, it's not gonna be anything too outlandish. Played the Invincible. I only know about the cartoon. Was it a Jumpstart game? Like, we had that in elementary. No, it's different now, actually. Puffer Jacket and Tim's. Ah, dang, I should have done that. No, it's different. It's different. I love the Christmas season. Like, I love the winter holiday season. Also because my birthday's, like, in that season, but... It wasn't a Jumpstart game, and actually I watched the whole video essay on Humongous Entertainment, and what set it apart is, keep swallowing saliva. That's not what set it apart. That's not what set it apart. What set... Humongous Entertainment made edutainment games, so education and entertainment. Jumpstart is another company that did edutainment, but they delve more into the education side, where it taught you things like math, history. Humongous Entertainment was more in the entertainment side, where it was a way for kids to be engaged, and it had this really cute thing where, like, if you click on things in the background, like something would happen essentially. Like if you click on a flower, it would like bloom and like unbloom, and it would shoot out little like missiles and stuff, and it was just really cute. There was no use for it, but it was because it's oriented to curious kids, to children. So like of course they would want to click on something and see if it does anything silly, and like I think that's definitely what I liked about the games. Yeah, it did kind of teach like some soft lessons. Like Pajama Sam, what I really liked about Pajama Sam is that the villains weren't really villains. Like one of the first games is like he's fighting against I guess this personification of the dark, and you would think that it's like, you know, this like villainous guy, this dark guy, but he's actually just like a dude that like, you know, like he also has a lunchbox, and like he's also kind of chill. So it teaches like soft lessons, but it doesn't overtly teach like math and science, you know. Have you ever thought how dumb is that same pathway for our airways? It's the same for mouth fluids and food. Yeah, I feel like I've been coughing a lot more just from me talking too fast and accidentally like inhaling saliva. I'm sorry if that's gross, but yeah. Started that obsession for finding every nook and cranny in games for useless shit. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah, I am one of them. I am the 100% completionist. Especially for Assassin's Creed, man. I think Assassin's Creed 2, I 100%ed. And it took a while. And 1, actually. 1 and 2, I 100%ed. But yeah, so, you know, I'm thinking about that for my birthday. Maybe some other stuff as well. You guys seem to like when I talk about art and art history, so I might do something with that too. But for now, I'm thinking maybe I'll do a stream on the 8th. Maybe a morning stream on the 9th, but then I'm gonna go and, like, see my family. And, like, go to a museum and, like, stuff like that. And then maybe an evening stream. Or not maybe, but definitely an evening stream, and that'll be the affiliate stream. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Things are still up in the air. They did Math Blasters? I just saw that, Mega Bronson. They did... Jumpstart did? Or... I definitely remember Math Blaster. I had the computer lab in elementary school, and, oh my god, you guys know Kid Pix? I got a totally legal copy. Totally didn't download it off of anywhere. Legal copy of Kid Pix that I might want. Maybe I'll show that off too sometime. Maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of nostalgic games that I want to play. That I want you guys to see. Walks away slowly. Just hear a gun. Completely legal. Another game that I might want to play, maybe not on my birthday, but just in general. You wouldn't download a car. Or would I? Especially with the new, like, that cyberpunk looking car, that, like, the muskrat. Did he make it? I don't know. But there's this one game that I want to show y'all called Black and White. It's a PC game from, like, the early 2000s where you play as God. You play as a god. You play as a god. We're not being sacrilegious here. You play as a god, and you can pick whether you want to be good or evil. And of course I played it when I was, like, a wee lass, a wee young edgelord. So I was always evil. Always. You remember that? Yeah, I played it on stream when, like, before I was a PNG tuber. I mean, what am I talking about? I've always been this bear. I've always been a bear. We download a gun for 3. Yep. A wee tyrant. Yeah, just a little bit. But who knows? Maybe this time I'll go for a good playthrough. The thing is that the game is old. It's kind of jank. You can count the amount of polygons. So yeah, it's a little, like, visually worse for wear, but it might be a good time. So, you know, expect that in the near future. Trying to think of what else I might want to play. I'm loading up Steam, and then I think after that I might call it, because I do need to hydrate. I also need to greet Beans when he comes back from class. Alright, what do I got here? I'm so excited to play more Slime Rancher this week. And Chance of Sonar. I got Coffee Talk, okay. What am I looking at? Hydrate or dihydrate? Oh, you're right. You're right. Tell Beans we miss him. I miss him. What's he doing in class instead of right here? Potion craft. That's a fun one. There's one called Baron Breakfast, which like would show off my like want for like crafting, you know, material organization games. Coffee Beans Talk. Coffee Beans Talk. Should I have beans on one of my streams? Oh yeah, and I have Fatty Bear's birthday surprise. So, you know what I want to show you guys what that like what the graphics look like for these old games. So let's look up Fatty Bear's. Full of ideas. Coffee Talk, yes. Beans learning bio when he could be learning about Bosch. Wait, no, I meant to Google Fatty Bear's like birthday surprise, but somehow it like oh no, I did. I googled Fatty Bear's birthday surprise, but when you Google it, it just shows you fat bears. Okay, I'm gonna. No, I don't want the fat. I love fat bears. I love Hank the Tank, but I want the game Fatty Bear's birthday surprise. Okay, I'm saving the picture. Or no, wait. Okay, save, and then upload. No, it existed. It existed. See, it's right here. This is what the graphics look like for Fatty Bear's birthday surprise. So yeah, very retro, super retro. So we'll see if I end up playing this because like I feel like there's some games of the genre that look a little bit better. The only thing is that it has birthday in the name and it's a bear, so that's one thing it has going for it. But otherwise, we'll see. There's still a lot that I'm undecided on. But yeah, you know what? Beans will go here. I see Bullwinkle. I played because I forgot to put ad block on I do this thing where I on Chrome you can log in on different accounts, and on my I stopped going to my personal one because I don't want to get doxxed. So I made a new one just for Bibinka Bear, and then like but I don't have ad block on that version of Chrome. So I kept seeing things on Twitter that's like, if you can name these cartoon characters, you're old. And it's like cartoons from like the, not even just the 90s, but like the 80s and 70s. And Rocky and Bullwinkle was one of them. And it's like, yeah, I know Rocky and Bullwinkle. But like, how old is that? Well, it has like the Russians as like the villains. So like, like Russian caricatures as the villains. So like, 80s? 90s? The sparkles make it look like he's being pet by God. He is being pet by God. There you go. He is being pet by God. Wasn't graphics as much as countable visible pixels? Yeah. Yeah, it's old. It's old. But yeah, I remember taking that, like, I just wanted to take the quiz for... Yeah, Boris and Natasha. Boris and Natasha was the name of the villains. And they were like black and white while everything else was color. But yeah. Okay. I'm feeling my voice, so I think I'm going to go ahead and stop raids. Oh no, my thing reset again. My like quick actions. Oh well, hopefully no one hopefully no one raids into me. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end stream. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. Let me go ahead and go to my outro. For tomorrow, I'll be streaming same time, 6:30 PST, 11:30 JST. We're gonna be playing more Slime Rancher. And then Wednesday's my break. Thursday, art stream, pixel art, and then Friday, Chance of Sonar. And then Saturday, Taro and winter outfit reveal. Got a raid target? Let me see. Let me see. Raid Shadow Legends. Let's see, who can I raid? Oh yeah, no one's... Wait, let me refresh. I could be missing out on someone. Yeah, does anyone have a raid target for me? It doesn't look like anyone I follow is currently playing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You'll be there Saturday? Cool. Awesome. You have an Australian friend? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Give me their name and I'll raid into them. Slime Rancher looks cute. Yeah. I'll be streaming tomorrow if you're available. So, she streams Warhammer painting. Oh, cool. All right. So Pega Neko. Cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Pega Neko. What time Saturday? Same time as always. So 6:30 PST. I don't know EST, but 10:30 AM JST plus 1 day. So, yeah, let's go ahead and raid into Pega Neko. Say hello for me and be nice and have a good rest of your day, everybody. Thank you. You guys are the best. All right, let's raid.